Hello everybody, welcome back to Crypto Time. As you might be able to tell, there's some differences in the intro of my videos. My lighting kit finally came in. We have the new mic set up with the stand. Everything is going extremely well with the channel right now. The last thing I need to pick up is a new camera. However, I don't know if after buying all this new equipment, I want to spend another $800 on a new camera. So eventually I will make the upgrade, just right now isn't the time. So to explain this scene a little bit, this is how I'm going to be introducing my videos from now on this right here, on this TV. I usually have maybe some charts or some prices that we're going to be talking about. And then after the introduction, we'll get into the real video, as well as I'm going to start producing a lot of Instagram content. So if you guys want to go follow me on there, you're able to see it's right there. It'll rotate back in. But as you guys can probably tell, I'm really excited about everything that's going on with the channel right now. The quality has just risen exponentially, and it's going to continue to do that. The one thing that I do need to figure out is I'm going to assume the quality of the audio isn't going to be the best for me standing this far away, but this is going to be a work in progress. I'm really excited how it's turned out so far, and I'm really excited for the future. So what I have for you guys today is we're going to be answering the question that's on a lot of people's minds. Can you become a millionaire through investing in cryptocurrency? Short answer, yes, of course. But the long answer is a little more complex, and we're going to get into that, as well as I have a review for you guys today on Yumerium, which is a new product that's going to be releasing. And if any of you guys are into gaming, this is definitely a project that you might want to look at because it's got a lot of potential, and it's bringing something new to the scene. So I'm really excited to get into that. Make sure to stay for that if you think you'd be interested. And now let's get right into the video. So let's get into the first subject of the video today, and that is going to be answering the question, can you become a millionaire from investing in cryptocurrency? And as I said, in a short answer, yes, you can. In a long answer, it's a little more complex than that because there's a lot of variables. So just for argument's sake, let's go back 5 years to CoinMarketCap. So go back 5 years from today, basically, and these are the prices, right? Bitcoin is sitting at $113. Litecoin is sitting at $3. You have some coins that aren't really too prevalent nowadays, but they're there nonetheless. And if you go to today's prices, right, that $113 Bitcoin is now $8,500, and that, what was it, $3 Litecoin is now $139. Now, if you were to put a couple thousand in BTC back in these days, obviously by now you'd already be at that millionaire status. So judging from that, I think a lot of people in cryptocurrency, and I'm definitely at fault for this too, but a lot of people in cryptocurrency are very micro and they play very, very short term, right? On Twitter, we see every day, you know, if the prices go down for that day, we're down 3%. Oh my God, you know, when are we going to see some bullish movement? When's the market going to start moving? We see if there's a reversal of that, you know, we see the market start going up. Oh, we're turning bullish. We're going to go crazy, blah, blah. And it's just such a short term game when, if you look at it, 5 years' time is a lot, but in the grand scheme of things, it's really not. I mean, 5 years ago, our price was sitting at $113. 5 years later, it's at over $8,500. And at one point, it was at almost $20,000. So if you look at it from that perspective, you really got to think it wouldn't be too hard to just hold onto your investment, and eventually you're going to make some monster profits. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, that's what you should do. I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice. But for me, when I buy into a cryptocurrency, I have the mindset of, okay, I'm probably going to take some profits at certain places, but for the majority of this investment, I'm going to be holding it for at least a couple year span. And that's how you need to think. I know cryptocurrency moves quick. I know cryptocurrency is extremely volatile. It's very easy to get caught up in the quick flip and trying to make a quick profit. But if you buy into these things and you have the mindset of, okay, I'm going to hold this for a couple of years, I mean, look what can happen. $113 to over $8,500 to $20,000 at one point. Imagine turning a $113 investment into over $20,000, right? Like, that's insane. So, like I said, the easy answer is yes. The longer answer is more complex because there's another variable we need to talk about, and that's patience. And patience is one of the hardest disciplines to learn and use, especially in cryptocurrency. Because this is the 5 year chart for Bitcoin. To make the most out of your investment, you'd have had to hold at $200, $400, $800, $1,000, $2,000. Would you be able to exercise the patience to be able to hold from that 113 standpoint all the way to the $8,500, $20,000 standpoint, right? Because how many of you would have invested at 113 but then sold at 200? And there's so many stories of that happening. There's so many stories of people buying at $8 and selling at $50, right? And they missed out on the $20,000, $8,500 profit. So patience is probably the biggest variable in terms of making the most out of your investment. And I'm not saying everybody who invests in cryptocurrency is going to be a millionaire. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that the possibility is there if you exercise the right amount of patience, if you know what you're investing into, if you invest into real projects that have real potential, you can definitely make something out of your investment, and you can really set yourself up to the future to have a great source of income through cryptocurrency. So that's my take on this. Just looking at the history of cryptocurrency, looking how fast it moves. Yes, it did take 5 years to get to this point, but if you can just hold your cryptocurrency from now into the next couple of years, I really think we're going to see some mass adoption, especially with a couple of these cryptocurrencies that are in the top 10, top 20. And I think we're going to see some awesome movement in a few months or coming into the summer. So I'm really excited about the future potential of cryptocurrency. I'm very happy with my portfolio right now. I hope you guys are happy with your portfolios. If you're not, maybe think about making a few changes. But that's my take on it, guys. I think there's definitely the possibility of anyone who holds cryptocurrency right now turning their investment into potential millionaire status. Just make the right moves, exercise the right amount of patience, and I think we'll get there. So that's my take on it. Again, not financial advice, just my opinion. And now let's talk a little bit about Yumerium. So Yumerium is definitely an interesting project that I think if you're into gaming at all, you'd be really interested in. It's almost like a gaming ecosystem using cryptocurrency and blockchain. So the easiest way I can explain it is I'm going to go through it, show you, and then hopefully you guys will kind of pick up on it as I'm explaining. So basically, they offer sets of games. So here are their 4 games right now that we'll go check out. And you can buy their games for Yumerium tokens. But in the games, you earn Yumerium tokens. And you can earn Yumerium tokens through playing. You can earn it through your influence in the game. You can earn Yumerium tokens through how good you are at the game or your skill. And you can also earn it by sharing it. So like on Twitter, YouTube, etc., etc. You can earn these Yumerium tokens and buy more games. As well as you can spend the Yumerium tokens in the games. So it's like a giant ecosystem that kind of feeds off itself. And as well as the more popular the game, the more Yumerium tokens there will be to earn, right? So the more people buy the game, the more Yumerium going in, and the more Yumerium being earned because of the popularity of the game. So, for example, they offer a game called Crypto Mine. It says Crypto Mine will be the first native game that will be fully integrated with the Yumerium platform. And this costs 0 Yumerium. So you can play this one for free. However, in the game, as you play it, you'll earn Yumerium tokens. So maybe you play this game, you get 70 Yumerium, and then you go and buy Mega Overload. You play Mega Overload, you earn 50 Yumerium, then you buy Hell's Dimension, and so on and so on. And these are kind of their show-off games. These are only like 5 of their games. They're planning on partnering with different game developers and different companies to bring you guys a lot of new games. And I just think the idea of having an ecosystem driven through the blockchain and driven through cryptocurrency is really awesome. But all of these games offer these little like intro videos and intro explanations as to what they'll be and how you can play them. So let's just watch the trailer here for Kingdom Watcher. I believe it's like a minute long or so. So let's watch that real quick and then we'll talk about it. Alright, so as you can see, their games are very like sandboxy almost, or they kind of feel like apps. But also I forgot to mention is most of their games, if not all of them right now, are tethered to VR. And I think VR is going to be huge in the future. It's already really big in Asia, which is where Yumerium is based out of. They're based out of Korea. So that's another thing that I want to tell you guys about is that they're huge into VR. I don't think all of their games are going to be VR, but right now a lot of them are. And that game, honestly, that's something I would play. Now, I don't have a VR set. I should probably get one. Like I said, because I do think things are definitely moved towards that direction. But yeah, they're kind of like these sandboxy games where, you can play with your friends, you can play by yourself. And it's these simple games where you can earn this Yumerium and use them to buy other games. Now, in terms of driving price, the price is going to come from the popularity of the game. So the token's price is going to come on or is going to come about by how many people are using their platform, how many people are going to play these games. Now, personally, I'm not going to be investing into this project. However, I do like the idea, and I think it's unique and different, and I like what they're trying to do. If we go back to their webpage, their token sale starts in about 2 days. And if you go through the website, you can see their team, their roadmap. The roadmap is, like I said, I always find myself complaining about roadmaps because I think maybe I'm just the only one who thinks this way or wants the detailed roadmaps. But yeah, you guys can see their team here as well. I believe the roadmap is on this page. If we come down here, yeah, here we go. So the roadmap talks about in 2018, the Yumerium private sale, which is right now, Yumerium private token sale. Launch for all Subdream games and native token launch. They're launching the launch of Crypto Mine with Yumerium support. So that was the first game that we looked at. Launch strategic partner games and start of third-party support. Select partners only. And then broad adoption with third-party games. Again, my thing with roadmaps is I wish they would go in depth and in detail on all of these points. They give you the general idea of what they want to do, but I just wish there was a lot more explanation. But it seems like I have that complaint on like every project that I look at, so I don't know. Maybe one of these days we'll just get a huge roadmap and I'll be really happy. But that's Yumerium for you guys. If you are interested in Yumerium, make sure to go check it out. Like I said, I'm not going to be investing, but it looks like a pretty cool project. If you want to go check it out, the link will be in the description. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Until then, everybody, see you.